Usually, I don't like talking about matters concerning the unseen world and Akida, deep Akida, but I've been getting these comments these days, so I want to put everything in this one video and try and answer everything as much as I can possible. So the point is, someone put up this question that if everything was predestined already and God created sin, so does that mean when someone commits a sin, it means God made him do it? I don't know how to put the question, but as you can see, and previously I also received someone saying people are suffering, like in those countries that they've been oppressed, there are wars. If there is truly God, where is your God? Someone put up this question. I tried to look for it, I didn't find it, so I will answer this one first and leave the okay, let me just go straight to the point. The first one about people suffering and where is God, if God is truly exists. What I want to say is, we all live in this dunya, we see and we hear things that happens around us in other countries. It's just to prove the living of God. Though there are so many proofs to the existence of God, and I just want to give this example. We all watch movies, right? And sometimes you watch movie, and even though knowing that the movie has ended, to you feel like, no, there should be a part 2 or a season 2 of this movie. So everybody basically who watch this movie, you see discussing about wanting to have a season 2 because they feel like, no, the story has not ended. This is a script in this dunya written by someone, but the moment you watch it, you feel like, no, this has not ended, there is more to it. So maybe there will be an update that, oh, there's going to be season 2 released very soon, and you'll be happy, eagerly waiting to. You can't wait to watch it. We all have this feeling. That's exactly the same thing we should look when it comes to the existence of God. All these things happening, the kind of oppressing, people going through problems here after the other, should tell us that there is another life after this life. That's why justice can never be served in this dunya. All these things happening should tell you that there is another supreme justice somewhere, where all these people are going to be punished for their bad deeds. That's what you should understand. If the movie ends and everything you are expected is in the movie, definitely you won't question for season 2 because oh, everything was cleared in the movie. But when you don't find certain things, you wait for the next season. So if we want justice to be served completely in this dunya, then there is no need for Judgment Day. Even you hear the name Judgment Day, there is a Judgment Day. So everything that's going on, we shouldn't ask ourselves that, oh, where is God, that he's not intervening if there is truly God. Yes, there is truly God, and you and I know there is God. That he not intervening doesn't mean that there is no God. It just means that the world does not end here. There is another world somewhere. That's a simple explanation I will give about the first one. And the second one is, if everything was predestined already. That one too, I'll give one example. First of all, ask yourself, what is the difference between you, animal, and the angels? There is something that makes you special, that makes you human. That's our ability to think, and that's our free will. Angels don't have free will. It's a command they take from Allah. Allah say do this, that's what they do. They don't have the ability to question Allah, to say things. How many people do we hear in this dunya say all sort of astaghfirullah, things that I don't want to say about God? Because we have the free will, we have the mind to think, we don't use it the proper way, we say things against God. May Allah forgive us. The same thing with animals. They do things they don't think. They don't have that ability to think. God has given us the free will. If you decide that you want to eat, everybody wants to eat good food. Or for instance, they've given you 2 glasses. They said, oh, this is poisonous water. This is normal, clear, purified water. Drink one. Definitely, if you are thirsty, you won't go for the poisonous one. It means you know better. You know this one is not good for me, so you go for the one that is good for you. The same thing with our free will. When we buy appliances, we buy cars, we buy a lot of things, medicines, the producers of those things, the manufacturers of those things, they add instructions to it, and they tell you how you should use it, and the things that can possibly affect maybe the products you bought. If you do them, that will destroy them. We have these guidelines. It means they're the producers. Since they are the one who produce it, they knows better. So if they written something as a warning instruction against the item you bought, and you go ahead and do exactly that same thing and it destroys, you don't go and blame the producer for destroying what he has given you. Already he gave you the instruction. The same thing with our life. Allah created us. He has given us all the prophets, uncountable prophets and messengers. He has given us a book of guidance. He has told us every detail of what we should do that is good for us, and what we shouldn't do that is bad for us. As I said with the example of the water and the poison, we know that this is good. Everybody knows what is good. So if you choose not to do good and you do bad, don't blame it on Allah in the name of everything is predestined already. No, it's predestined, but you have the free will to choose what is good, and He has already given us the instruction on what is good and what is not good. So it's up to you to contribute on how to make your life better. We all plant trees, but if you plant it, for it to grow, it's not your ability, it's the ability of Allah. But you contribute in the growing process by watering it, giving it all the nutrients, the fertilizer it needs, so that it can grow beautifully. The same thing with your life. Allah created you. He has given you the free will, which is your contributed part. Guide yourself to what is good instead of doing what is bad, and don't blame it on Allah, because you knew it and you did it. Yes, if someone murder a member of your family and the person go to court and be like, oh, it's part of my destiny, are you going to take this as an answer for the judge to free the person? No. Definitely he knew what he was doing and he did it. So he won't blame it on destiny. He just chose an evil thought and followed his desire and did whatever he wants to do. So when we do something, we shouldn't blame the results on Allah in the name of our destiny. And first of all, you don't even know what is written for you in your book of destiny. That's why we said dua can change a person's destiny, but others also argue in this sense that it doesn't change destiny because everything is already preordained. Everything is preordained, my dear. Do you even know what is written for you? That's the question you should ask yourself. You don't know what is written for you. So even if changes is being made, how will you know that changes have been made when you don't even know what is written for you? That's the point. We've been taught to make dua when we are in need. you obey your prophet, you believe him, you believe Allah. He has told you to make dua whenever you need him. Talk to him through dua whenever you need him. Just do it. So whether it has been changed or it has not been changed, you have no idea in the first place what was written for you. So even if changes has been made, you don't expect Allah to descend and come and tell you, oh, you were supposed to get this car, but because I've made changes, I've upgraded it to this level, or I've degraded it to this level. No, he won't tell you. He's not supposed to update you on things that he does. So you have no idea. You don't know what is written for you. All you need to do is to make dua and believe Allah answers our dua and do things that we ask when it is appropriate for us. So I think I will just end here by not talking much. I think I've answered at least 3 questions, because someone said duas don't change destiny, all this stuff. And if God is truly there, why is people suffering? And if everything is preordained? So I don't want to talk much. Assalamu alaikum, guys.